Short of the first down. Gain of about 8 on the play as the clock rolls. 2:35 to go here in the ball game. Good statement here by Tremper. They're not going to go down without a fight.
Yeah, they're not going away.
Anderson, single set. Peavy in a slot to the right. And they'll give it to Anderson with room to the 10. 5, goal line, touchdown. Anderson, good strong run. Plenty of blue shirts downfield on the block.
Right.
And Anderson punches it in as we get another look.
Nice run right here. Just bounces it outside. Good blocking in the secondary. And Bradford does have their second unit in there.
Third touchdown of the year for Michael Anderson, his second game back. Replacing Antonio Gully here tonight. Gully right there. That's a sign of a good teammate right there in the leather jacket, giving him a high five. Birch for the extra point. It is good. 48-23 with 2:18 to go. And as I said, a good statement here by Tremper. They weren't going to go down without a fight. The second unit in there, and again, relying on a couple of veterans and Anderson and Peavy on that drive. But Nichols showing some promise at quarterback here, and it's something they've developed through the years here at Tremper, some very efficient quarterbacking.
When Gully gets back, they're going to have a nice 1-2 punch with Anderson and Gully. That's, I did find Connor Patty down there. It seems that he might. Oh, there we go. Ooh, look at that. 1-footers.
I told you, Coach Davies was on this right
That's
from
right.
the
He
start.
got it straightened out. Now give the guy double time for that. I did see Connor Patty on the sideline. Looked to me, I don't know if he hurt his back a little bit. He seemed to be kind of stretching it out. I think maybe Coach Matrice just put Nichols in there to give him some experience, but he's definitely got a good number 2 quarterback. I can see that. And Nichols and Patty are talking to each other right now on the sideline.
Jerry Nash and Dewey Werner back deep to receive. Werner will pick it up off the ground, short of the 20. Stumbles around, nowhere to run, and he'll be buried at the 25-yard line. Ball loose. Tremper thinks they may have it. Let's see. Nope, Bradford came up with it. Nash was dancing around, and he had that ball standing in front as we get a look at Connor Patty here. He's walking around on that sideline. But Nash nearly coughed that one away, and Red Devils able to cover it up. I think it was Hilliard who might have been on the stop. Let's get a look.
Yeah, he was kind of dancing around waiting for the seat apart a little bit, and it didn't. Finally, somebody grabbed him and put him down.
I think I called that one.
Number 83, Joe Simons.
Yeah, the ball did come out. The ball did come out there. Warner was able to cover that one back up. So 1st and 10, Bradford at their own 25-yard line. 2:08 to go in the game. The new quarterback in there now, Nate Wilson. Lynch again trying to get the outside and nearly got the edge as he was tripped up.
I tell you, if they ever need a change of pace in the game, he is quick.
Austin Thompson there to make the play, tripped him up, but boy, Lynch gets to the edge in a hurry.
You know, he's one of those little short guys. You can't see him behind the lineman right away either.
So the quarterback is Nate Wilson, 6'3", 185, a junior. Lynch now will come out. Run as much time as they can here.
Confusion in the backfield.
Send a man in motion. It's the fullback gets the call out across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
That's Daquan Blanks.
Daquan Blanks on the carry, 5'11" junior. Brandon Ziegner with the tackle, but a Bradford first down. As we get a look at
little inside counter play.
Yeah.
This is good for both teams to get some other people on the field, get them on videotape or on the tape so they can watch it. Never know when you're going to find somebody that can help you out. He's a backup player for the rest of the season.
Wilson will keep it, and he'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard, as we're under a minute to go in this one. So 5-0 Bradford goes.
Right.
Tremper, their second consecutive loss. They'll fall to 1-2 in league play. Lost last week to Muskego.
If everything goes according to the pattern and plan, these Bradford and Muskego will hook up in the eighth game of the season, and that would probably be for the conference championship, barring a disaster of some kind for one of those two teams.
Final carry of the night. That should run out the clock here. It's Carter on the carry. Or check that new back in there for his first carry, Cody Jarina. And Bradford makes it 7 out of the last 9 over its crosstown rival Tremper with a 48-23 victory before a full house here at Amici Field in Kenosha. Handshakes at the center. Jed Kennedy, Frank Matrice, two coaches that have a lot of respect for each other.
Yep, rightfully so.
But it's the Red Devils tonight, just too many weapons here, and they just wore down the Trojans in the second half for the win.
Yeah, I think the score is indicative of who the better team is. I'm not sure. Tremper hung with them for the better part of 3 quarters, I would say, and then they got away from them a little bit. They just couldn't get the stops that they needed and couldn't make the big plays and get a quick touchdown. That eight-minute drive was impressive, but then Bradford came right back and answered right away, and that kind of nullified those 8 minutes of work.
Tremper now 3-2, 1-2 in league play. Bradford 3-0 in the Southeast Conference, 5-0 overall, as they pick up the win for Jed Kennedy, now 45th win in his coaching career. And as I said, Bradford now has won 7 of the last 9 meetings, including a couple of playoff appearances the last several years.
You can see with a long line of players here, both coaches have a lot of players. I think there's on the 2 rosters, there's only 1 sophomore, and that's I think on Bradford has 1 sophomore quarterback. And so that speaks well of the depth in the classes, the importance of football to the schools and to the players and the coaches, and the good job that they do.
Cabrera tonight with 4 touchdowns to lead the way for Bradford, and only had 2 coming in, but he had 4 scores tonight to help his offense around. And of course, Peavy, a nice job tonight for Tremper, as the Bradford players gathering around, waiting for their trophy presentation as we do each and every Thursday night lights. And
you also see Tremper, they had him on the screen with their captain, Zach Niles, who we talked about before the game. They salute their fans.
So a big win for Bradford tonight as we get set to go downstairs. 48-23 your final, and down to Mike McGivern.
Hey guys, hey guys, here with Jed Kennedy. Great win tonight, Coach. Congratulations.
Yeah, our kids played hard. We take pride in playing as a team and playing physical and nasty football. I think that's what we did tonight.
Hey, we got hold on, David Ford with the trophy presentation for My 24. David.
Coach, thanks for a great show, having us down here in Kenosha. Congratulations on the win in the big rivalry. And here's the trophy that goes with the victory. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Devils 5-0 on the season as they knock off their crosstown rival here tonight at Amici Field. 5-0 Red Devils, 3-0 in conference play. We'll step out, we'll take a break, come back and wrap things up from Kenosha. Thursday Night Lights presented by Wendy's on My 24. Bradford victorious here tonight over their crosstown rival, Kenosha Tremper. We go to 5-0, 3-0 in league play, 48-23. Your final here tonight as we talk about our players of the game tonight for both Bradford and Tremper.
Right, well, for Bradford, we're picking fullback Henry Cabrera. He doubled his output in touchdowns for the season so far with 4 tonight, I believe. And I haven't seen the yardage that he had, but he was very effective. He's a hard runner. He's a quick starter at fullback. He keeps his pad level down, which is very important for a fullback, and is able to make holes and push piles. And that's why we chose him. He had a lot of effective backs, but he was the most effective, I think, for the majority of the game.
4 touchdowns tonight for Cabrera to lead the Red Devils over the Trojans by a score of 48-23. We'll take a quick break. Back with a wrap-up from Kenosha right after this. 48-23, Kenosha Bradford over Kenosha Tremper on this edition of Thursday Night Lights as we get a look at the final numbers tonight.
Well, they're indicative of what happened. 501 yards total for Bradford. 9-to-1 ratio there from run to pass, which is not surprising. Nice balance for Tremper. 302 yards is a good night. Just wasn't good enough on this night because Bradford is a solid team and had the better defense, I think, and that's the major difference in the game was the defense of Bradford.
Our players of the game tonight, first for Bradford High School.
Well, Henry Cabrera, as we said earlier, the fullback had 4 touchdowns. He had 2 coming in. He had 4. How many yards did he have? He had 159 yards, 4 touchdowns. So he had a really good night. He has a lot of help, that's for sure. They have a good offensive line. Other backs were effective. But he was the guy we thought was the most consistent all night long.
So Henry Cabrera for Bradford, and now Tremper, our player of the game.
We're going with Jazz Peavy. He's number 2. He's played both ways. He had an interception on defense, a couple of tackles, but he had 7 receptions for 159 total yards. So it's a really good night. There you can see the swing pass, especially out here. He was very effective. Able to outrun the defense a couple times and get down the sideline. That's what happens here. This is the great over-the-shoulder catch he had earlier in the game that led to a touchdown. There's that little swing pass when he gets down the sideline. It's a few extra yards.
Our Players of the Game award brought to you by the Wisconsin National Guard. Well, we turn our attentions next week to the battle in Brookfield as Brookfield Central takes on Brookfield East next Thursday night at 7 right here on My 24. Thursday Night Lights presented by Wendy's. That'll wrap things up here tonight from Kenosha's Amici Field. Bradford a winner over Tremper. For Mike McGivern, Dick Basham, special thank you to Antonio Freeman and our entire crew here in Kenosha. John Weiser saying good night and thanks for tuning in to Thursday Night Lights presented by Wendy's on My 24.